What is going on, guys? Today is June 2nd, 2026, second day of the new month. I'm going to be going over my trade recap, the two trades that I ended up taking, and a little bit of my bias. First 2 days, 2-0 on the month. So, took two, like I said, two trades today, one break even, one win, and I'm pretty much just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. So, overall, today it was a little bit interesting. Um, can't lie. So today I had a couple conditions, right? We had equal lows below still. We ended up not taking. And we still have draws up above. And like, what are we doing? We're trading all time highs. So there's kind of two scenarios you can kind of play in your head here is, are we going to be bearish or long today? And that's what you have to do, set conditions for yourself. So my long condition ended up actually playing out, but I did not get my entry, and I'm going to show you why. So going into the day, right? Look at it like this. I'm just gonna turn on my one indicator. I don't really use this unless it's like I'm like really like kind of analyzing if we have any gaps and stuff. But put it this way. So going into open, what do we have down below? So many gaps. A lot of conditions here for longs, right? If we wanted to be long, I would want to see some sort of manipulation lower, and then we can get some sort of confirmation to the upside. Literally as simple as that. Maybe some sort of SMT inside of the gap, something like that. We also had this hourly that we were respecting. So we kind of had two things that we were doing here, right? So we had already filled this hourly. This was my first condition, was us to trade higher, sweep this intermediate high inside this gap, and then go lower. Or we open, dump, and then we look for longs after that. Up to what? These highs. So this is what ended up actually happening. So off of open, we ended up just completely dumping. Like I said, I have this 15 minutes. So this is also an hourly down below and so on for us to look for longs, right? So we have a lot of unmitigated gaps down below. It's literally what I'm trying to get out here. So let's go and play this out. So what we ended up doing, what do? We trade lower, and then we finally got this displacement lower, great manipulation of these unfilled gaps. And in this range, what did we do? We filled literally every single gap that we needed to move back up higher. Every single unmitigated gap got filled. That's awesome. That's perfect. That's literally the best condition you could have for longs. So my condition for shorts didn't play out, so perfectly fine. Looking for longs now. We ended up getting this 30 seconds, so we filled this last hourly gap. Beautiful reaction out of it, and we ended up creating an SMT as well. Where is it? 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 It's kind of a weird SMT, but it's still valid, right? Like this low, this 829 candle is the low that ES didn't take out, Nasdaq did. So like really weird, awkward SMT, but this is an SMT, right? But the biggest thing I'm looking at is some sort of confirmation at this point. We ended up getting this 30 second. I actually forward tested this. I wanted to see, I wasn't really confident in this. Mainly because of the structure that ES had was trading towards this high. So we could have created a bearish SMT and go lower, or we could have just obviously ripped. There was kind of two situations that this could have played. So I ended up forward testing this, and I wanted to wait for to see what we do inside of this 5 minutes. So here, I'll mark this out as well. Sorry, I'm kind of jumpy today. I don't know why I'm like off the rails. But we had this unmitigated 5 minute gap up above, which you could have targeted for this 30 second, or you could have gone break even there, something like that. But what I'm saying is we got this 30 second, entered longs, and you could have just targeted high, right? You could have been break even at this 5 minute. So then you would be break even now. So now you're break even in this trade, and you want to let it run. I'm going to show you where I ended up getting my entry for this first long and what I was looking for. So obviously we're trading higher, trading higher, trading higher. We ended up getting this 5 minute. So once we got this 5 minute, I ended up setting a limit order right here. I'm going to show you what ended up happening. Blah, blah, blah. And in these examples, why I set a limit order right here was because of the displacement we had through this 5 minute, right? I was honestly expecting us to get some sort of retrace into just some sort of gap, right? Or retest this inversion, which if you guys want to go and back test, fact check me. A lot of the time when we get a higher time frame inversion like this, we'll get some sort of retracement after. So the best optimal entry would be even lower, honestly, but I was okay with taking this. And if you were to enter here, right, the stop loss would have been cooked. I'm not going to say the word effed. But right here would have been a better entry for me, which I'll kind of put into play here. Obviously, you target, I mean, still a 40-point stop loss, and then obviously you can just target your highs up above, and or go for like about a 1 to 2 here, which is about 80 points. So this was good. Again, just didn't tap me in. I'm about to show you what ended up happening. So Boom. So once my break even point of this trade got hit, I was like, all right. So I canceled my limit. And I was like, all right, well, that's over. Now, where did I get my entry? So I ended up actually getting an entry off of this right here. So we had a 30-second, um, very, 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 very premium. That's another thing. If you were to long that 5 minute, you're still longing in premium. And I don't like longing in premium. The optimal entry was this 30-second. I just wasn't really confident in it, to be honest. That's just my thought process, and I just didn't want to take it. Maybe a good eval play. But ended up taking this 30-second. Obviously, at this point, I'm like, okay, we're clearly bullish. You know, if we were to get this 30-second to the upside, we're just probably going to trend higher. So I ended up going break even at this high, just like so. And we trade this out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so right here, 9 o'clock was about to open. We had Orange Photo News, Jolt Job openings, I believe. And I was like, okay, so there's a chance that this does not, or we're going to get a crazy reaction. Not crazy, but it could stop me out, whatever it may be. So I ended up trailing a bit. I trailed to this low right here, and it stopped me out at break even. And I'll show you guys my executions after. But trailed me out, stopped me out right here. So overall, good trade. Just wanted to see this displacement higher. 9 a.m. stopped me out, whatever. And then we eventually, right, would have break me even at 0. So I was able to touch like tiny bit of profits there. Maybe like, I don't know. I don't even know how many points that is, right? Like $200, $180, something like that. So trading one mini there. So now put this into play. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're clearly bullish, whatever. I want to see some sort of retracement for me to want to take longs, right? Like we're so premium. At this range, we also had this 15-minute up above that had been unmitigated. I'll show you. This 15-minute gap that was unmitigated, I want to see us trade into it and reaction maybe for shorts even. And honestly, I was really bearish bias. Like I wanted to see this go lower to those equal lows down below right here. And we literally, like we still haven't taken them. I still think that's a really, really good draw with these equal lows right here. But we'll see. So again, overall, I'm looking for long still, right? And I actually got proven wrong. I actually ended up taking shorts, and here's why. So we ended up creating higher high. Oh, shoot. All right. So right here, I'll show you. ES ended up taking out this high. So we had a bearish SMT in this range. And why did I want to take a short here? Because we are so extended to the upside. We have gaps down below. We have a lot of, we still have like little bits of LRL in this range, right? Like we still probably going to want to take out these draws on liquidity. And so I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to go break even to this low, and I'm expecting this to trade lower into this new 15-minute gap. Just as simple as that. That's what I wanted. Right? And why I ended up taking profit here was because if we were bullish, we were going to come down, fill this gap, and go back up higher. And I'll show you what ended up happening. So now we got this inversion. So when you get an SMT at highs like this, and I'll show you it. This is the high that ES took. So you guys know I'm not bluffing. Boom. And both indexes got confirmation to the downside. Gives me even better, confidence that this is going to want to go lower just for that new 15-minute gap for us to fill, potentially go back up higher. So went in here, as you guys can see, boom, my stops were above the SMT high, just like so, and played this out. So now I'm break even. This literally went straight to TP. Now watch, we filled this 15-minute gap. You see what I mean? So in this whole entire range, right, especially like this, right, I was bearish probably to those equal lows, but in this rate, we're obviously bullish, right? So you're wanting to catch some sort of retracement, or if you're confident in this trade right here, and I was bearish, to be honest with you, just to this 15-minute gap. Like I wanted to see some sort of retracement in this range for us to go back up higher. That's exactly what we did. So overall, pretty good trade on my end. I really like this. Hopefully you guys learned something with that. And like I said, like we're still respecting equilibrium of this range. Like could put this into play. So this was a really good retracement trade. You can call it a mech model. Yeah, literally as simple as that. Can't get easier than that. Pretty textbook. A lot of people took those longs. Hey guys, guess what? I'm different. I took short and smacked. Huh. So didn't get my entry for the longs. Stabbed along here. Broke even. 9 a.m. candle. Yeah, ended up smacking on the short. So that puts me 2-0 on the month. Pretty good month so far. And other than that, yeah, pretty simple trade recap here. If you guys have any questions, you guys can obviously ask in the comment section. And of course, like and subscribe as always. So, banger start to the month. Can't ask for anything better. So, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your guys' week, and I will catch you guys on the next video.